Hey YouTube, this is me again. Have a bit of a deep topic I need to put on here, yeah. And this has to do with the antichrist and such things of that nature. You recall when the Bible tells you that the antichrist is supposed to come out the Middle East? It's not that he's supposed to come out of the Middle East. He's supposed to visit the Middle East. Let me repeat that. It's not that he comes out of the Middle East. He's visiting the Middle East. He's making deals with foreign leaders in the Middle East. So when he becomes in power, he already has them wrapped around his finger. Secondly, he's walking in and out the world, in and out the earth to just see how humanity is tilting, falling, how it's developing, how you can trick people, how you can con people. For prime example, all these bishops and religious leaders and figures, they work for him. All these people with these mega churches, they work for him. They all worship him and they ask him for things and they get it in return. They lie to y'all. They're pretty much setting up his whole kingdom of hell and shit by trying to teach y'all the wrong way of seeing things. Anyway, just so it's understood, the reason why the Antichrist has to appear is because God been seeing that the religious world or community or the world or whatever you call it claims to know the words of Jesus and the Father. They know his teachings, they know his spirit, they know his aura, all that. They go to church. Apparently, I guess they practice what they preach, if that's what they're saying. I don't really know, or whatever. But allowing the Antichrist to come on earth is just God's way of seeing. So y'all claim, y'all think y'all know me. Y'all know my son. You know my teachings. You know all there is to know about me. Well, what if I send a deceptive spirit to test you and see what you're really about? Now, am I saying he's sending it? No, it's already pre-written for it to occur, but he's allowing it. Just like he allowed Trump to win the presidency because he's trying to show humanity what humanity is really about and all the stuff y'all tried to hide in Obama's term. All Trump did was just released it. Then this virus that came in was supposed to come anyway to test humanity's ability to rise or fall above an issue that you can't beat. So Antichrist, same situation. Y'all say y'all study, y'all say y'all practice what y'all preach, y'all know that word, y'all know the spirit, y'all know the Father, y'all know the Son. Well, in them times you're going to get tried. And when the Bible says God's elect, he ain't talking about the church. He's talking about the little bit of his actual followers that know the truth that are still down here. There's no one in church that follows God. There's 1% that do, but the rest they're following fear. Basically, they're going to church because they fear God, they fear the devil, they fear themselves, they fear going to hell. They know nothing about going to heaven. And also because their parents took them there, so that's pretty much all they know. It's not no God or no devil, it's a fear of their parents. You know, because, say, for example, it's like a Jehovah's Witness or any other religion. As long as you stay in the bounds of that religion, your family will support you. The second you leave it, they cut you off. So a lot of people stayed in religion not because they wanted to, because they didn't have a choice. Because like I said before, way back in the day, like the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, and coming up, saying right, basically when slavery was enforcing Christianity on Africans, 1900s pushed that and made it a religious belief that that's what we're supposed to believe in. But just to say it again, back in Africa, they say Africans believed in spirituality. No, we didn't. What Africans did was did seances. They summoned demons from hell because they wanted to feel the power and they wanted to be connected to the other side. And they said, "Oh, we was contacting our ancestors." Bullshit. No, 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 you were not. And whatever ancestors you was contacting wasn't no holy. It was more demonic. That's why it's more known in the African religion or African race to do seances and witchcraft and voodoo. That's why they know about that stuff in the South, New Orleans, because they brought that stuff from Africa to the South. That's why you got like witch doctors and voodoo doctors and all that stuff down there, because that's where they took that from Africa all the way to New Orleans, practicing it down there to this day. That's why there's certain places in New Orleans you can't go after a certain time, because you'll see some things that'll make you trip, or you'll go missing or something, or something might like put itself in you and you won't even know what the fuck happened. But anyway, that got off topic, but whatever. Anyway, um, but yeah, the basic point of the antichrist is to see all those who are religious. How much do you know your God? How much do you know Jesus? How much do you know? And oh yeah, just to say it, when the Bible tells you if you take the mark of the beast, you're going to hell, no, you're not. See, here's the thing about God. He ain't worried about you taking any mark, cause trust me, you fell from him when you fell from heaven to the Garden of Eden to earth. You've been took the mark of the beast when you failed, so it don't really make no difference. That's why. And oh yeah, just to clarify one thing, the three sixes that you're taught about is a proton, electron, and a neutron. That's what makes up the human body. That's what makes up the whole universe. Proton, neutron, and electron. 3 6 is the worker of the field, the mark of the beast. And let me ask you, who was working the field the whole time? Africans were. We were considered the beast of the field, big, tall, strong, and very aggressive and terrifying. Beast of the field, 666. Protons, electrons, and neutrons. That kind of shit. Scientific stuff. Look it up. Anyway. And I do believe the actual number of Lucifer is 700 and it was 700 something. I can't remember. 730, 40 something. I cannot recall. But the reason they said it was 700 something is because they said that's how deep hell is. They said it was to believe that hell is 700 and so many feet below the earth's surface. Like you dug that deep into the earth, you'll find hell. There's a teaching for that too. Look that up. Anyway, so yeah, he's just supposed to come on the earth by he, I mean the Antichrist, try the religious and the elect to see who really knows what, and you take his mark, and that does not mean you're going to hell. Because trust me, God already knows who's going to take that, and let's just say there's a lot of jumbled up crap in that Bible that has nothing to do with anything. Basically, all the Antichrist is going to come and do is try to take over the world, even though technically speaking, his father already runs this world, so he ain't got to try to do nothing, because when humanity fell into sin, he pretty much took it anyway, so it ain't much to really be worried about. But anyway, the point is just to test you and see what do you know versus what you don't know. And what will you be willing to do in order to survive? Basically. And as they say that the churches will not be available. Yeah, because a lot of these pastors that already sold their soul to your boys, so there's no point of running to them. Because they done already sold out years ago, so they're hopeless and they're useless. Very much useless. So don't be surprised when he gets here and you find out that your favorite popes or your favorite megachurch bishops or whatever work for him. But their job is just to keep deceiving you until he gets here and lay that foundation up. This is Jesus. Oh, Jesus is coming back. This is Jesus. You need to follow him. You need to worship him. This is the Son of... Yeah. Mm-hmm. Second coming ain't what you think it is. That's all I'm going to tell you. And they say, if you hear that Jesus came out the forest, don't go because it's not him. If Jesus is standing on top of a mountain, don't go. It's not him. Jesus come out the water. Don't go. It's not him. Jesus come out the ground. Don't go. It's not him. Jesus is supposed to come out the sky. Question again. Jesus came out of a woman's womb when he got here. Every time he came back, he had a different image every time he came back. Funny thing is, nobody ever knew who he actually was. So basically, all that is a trick to tell you don't follow him because you don't know who he really is. Keep following religion because we do. And they do, they just won't tell you because they want to keep making that money. But between you and me, Jesus could come from anywhere and be anybody. So all that, if he comes out the ground, the forest, and technically he did come out the ground because he had a tomb that was made of earth, so technically he did come out the ground. And none of y'all followed him. So I guess you're following whatever teachings you think are right. Anyway. And he did come out the water because he got baptized. But anyway, all I'm saying is y'all say y'all know about him so much. But when your boy get on the scene, we're going to see exactly what you know. Because here's one little tidbit you need to take into account for. Your boy can sound like and act like and carry the same essence as God. Because don't forget, and this is a little tip or a little insider to let you know who he is. His father fell from heaven. He's still a being that can appear to you as light. Look that up and you'll see. Whoever is over money, that's who it is. And no, Lucifer is not the controller of money. Lucifer don't have nothing to do with money. Just so you know, Lucifer is over the justice system, music, false hope, false peace, false justice, all that kind of shit. And, oh yeah, he's over music, entertainment in general, false hope, money if he wants to be, but no, he's not. Oh yeah, law. A couple other things I can't remember, but he's over a lot of stuff. So don't be surprised that your cops are crooked. This music is some bullshit. These movies are telling you shit that you don't listen to. Certain things in this world look a certain way, but they really ain't. And like, why? And people always say, "Oh, God created this world. Oh, God's in control of this world." God's in control, just not the way you think he is. Like here's a solving reality y'all need to pick up. Ever since Jesus got murdered, not to say God ain't in control, but there's certain things that he sits back and watches occur because instead of him imposing his might, he's allowing other things to do that. So people can be like, "Oh man, we killed Jesus. Oh, we shouldn't have done that." And oh yeah, FYI, I just want to say it again. Instead of y'all celebrating Christmas and Easter, y'all need to be on your knees thanking God he didn't destroy this entire universe because his son got murdered. And here's the reason why I'm saying that is because God's Son Jesus down here, not for no perfect means, because people think that way too much. It has nothing to do with him being perfect. Because nothing perfect can exist on this earth, because like I said before, this earth is what you call a duality. You have to be intertwined with both good and evil nature. You can't exist on this earth being evil or good. You got to have both. It just depends on how you use it. Like Lucifer, he ain't all bad, he ain't all good. He can just pick what side he wants to be win toward to and for what purpose. Anyway, I'm going to say it again. Even like Lucifer, he ain't all bad, he ain't all good. He picks what side he wants to be when and for who and for what purpose. And his followers know how to do that too. They can pick sides based off of who they like and what they don't like. I'm just saying. Y'all need to get woke to this real shit, because you live in a world that's very deceptive. Or deceptional, basically. But anyway. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, like I said, instead of y'all worshiping the cross, know something, and I'm getting back to the point. The reason why I say that you need to thank God that he didn't destroy this world is one particular purpose. Because hell, meaning all the demons, the entities, the shit you fear, the shit you don't believe in, all the dark shit in the lower realms of eternity, was about to come up here, take this world over, and pretty much wipe you from heaven. Like, make you do so much evil and bad and corrupt shit that God's just gonna be like, yeah, nah, I'm cool. Just shut the gates and let them suffer. I don't got this to do anymore. I done tried this for a billion years. It's not working. Should have just wiped them out with the flood, but nah. But their purpose was to come and rule Earth, because they don't want to be back in heaven, because that shit's boring and they have no free will. So they want to rule this because they have free will. Because no, in hell all they can do is evil. In heaven, all you can do is good. On earth, you got choices. So, in their mind, I can have sex with a human. I can procreate and cause a bunch of bullshit. I can do evil and I ain't gotta get held accountable for it. Oh shit, damn! All the fun you can have on earth, you can't do it in hell. You can't do it in heaven. So, yeah. But again, just saying that God was sending his son back to try to stop that from which was about to be done from happening. But humans killed him. And oh yeah, just as a little whistle blow, Jesus and the antichrist both been on this earth more than one time. Pretty much every biblical prophecy that you can think of already happened more than once. That's why you got the good parts of the time, you got the worst parts, you got the best part. All this shit done already happened. It's just being recycled again. Humanity done already been through all this shit more than once. We're just gonna keep going through it till humanity learns to stop being dumb. Just like how you see all these mythical things and shit like that occurring. This is pretty much what God is trying to do without it being too obvious, but these veils gotta get lifted, so fuck it. What he's trying to do is get humanity to a point that you learn how to work together. This is why this virus happened. And all the good people of the earth are passing because he sees there's too many wicked people down here who have good people trying to, how you say, cradle them and care for them. And like I said before, that's making them sick and get sick more and more and pass more and more. So again, he's just calling them so he can, rescue them from that unfortunate demise. And then once he takes all the ones he wants to be taken, he'll leave some here to try to help mankind better. So after a while, he'll take them. Y'all will be left to face this shit on your own and then see what you learn. And then every time mankind get it right, Earth gets pushed closer back together. Earthquakes happen, floods happen, all this happens. God's bringing the world back together, and then once you get it, He'll lift the veil and let all the imaginary shit you thought wasn't real be a reality. Every time man screws up, Ice Age pushes everything away from itself. Because, to be honest with you, at one point, Jesus actually traveled faster than anyone today, because there was one point in time where the earth was actually all as one and there was no ocean, lakes, or rivers, or none of that. None of that. There was like little ponds and shit, but other than that, there wasn't all these big ass oceans and shit you see now. Them shits only came because the Ice Age is coming. God separate and bring it back together, separate and bring it back together. That's why you see all these natural disasters and stuff happen. He's trying to mesh the world back. And when man learns, he brings it together. When you don't, he pulls it apart. It's like a big ass xylophone. He's just playing it till humans get it to the point where, okay, so they understand. Let's lift the veil and unleash all the magical stuff. They don't get it. All right, bring it back. He's pretty much trying to do all this because he's seeing, okay, obviously these humans ain't getting the point that I'm trying to help you better yourself. So the only way I can really do that is to let the most horrific things happen to you, because your mind has been so, what's the word, desensitized or brainwashed to be on the evil side. So the only way I can get you to work together is if I let the most wicked shit happen to you, and then take the people away from you that are stopping you from doing better. So that way you wake up and get the point, my nigga. This is going to keep happening until you do better. And like the four horsemen, they been here. They going to be coming back and forth as much as they want to. Antichrist, he going to be coming back and forth as much as he wants to. All these natural disasters, they already done happened. They going to keep happening. Humanity's going to have to keep re-existing. Jesus going to have to keep dying on the cross. All this shit going to keep re-happening until humans get their shit together. Because this ain't the first time he done died on the cross. It ain't the first time we existed. It ain't the first time none of this shit happened. Like, literally, all this shit is a repeat of something that happens again and again over 1 billion years each time. None of this shit is new. None of it. And just so it's understood, Jesus is actually 1 billion years old. He's about the same age as this earth that you're living on right now. Yeah. Lucifer is a little older than him. Yeah, just putting some shit out there. But, yeah. So, back to my original point. The Antichrist is going to come. But the only little quirk to him, and they say the whole world's supposed to love him. No. The whole world didn't love Jesus. That ain't going to happen, no. There's going to be people that are going to rise up against him. No one's gonna be fully loved on this earth. It's just not how it works. But the biggest thing about him is he has a snake tongue. So he knows how to talk to people. Like, he'll literally read you and know you. And he'll give you what you want, but at the cost of what? Because in the end, all he's gonna do is take it from you if you decide not to follow him. So yeah. But anywho, yeah. And this may be in the next 15 to 20 years, so if I was y'all, I'd be getting ready. Because that's why God's calling all these people home. Because he knows that time is coming, and it's going to be bad. And an FYI, that's why Trump was in office 7.5 years. Because the prophecy states that when he got in office, he was supposed to last longer, but God cut the time short because he's seen, had he allowed this Trump's reign to go any longer, none of us would be here right now. None of us would be here. So he had mercy on humanity and cut the time short. Just keep that in mind whenever you pray. Thank God, because Trump could have easily won and ruined us more. And then people calling Joe Biden a pedophile. I'm like, alright. Now, when Joe Biden ain't in office no more and you got another greedy-ass, devil-worshipping-ass Republican to deal with, don't be mad. Like President Obama. He tried to do his thing. Y'all kept calling him a terrorist. You kept saying he's an illegal immigrant. His wife's a dude. Where's your birth certificate? Where's your birth certificate? I'm like, let me just clarify one thing about that. Why ain't nobody asked Trump for his, but you asked Obama for his? And technically, Trump ain't even from America. I do believe it was said in Trump's bio he's from like Germany or something. And his wife's from Russia. His kids ain't even American. And Obama openly told you. He know he ain't from here. He never claimed to be from here. His wife, she said, like, I'm from Chicago. I don't know what you hating on me for. I came up from the bottom and I went to Harvard. My husband went to Yale and we both got degrees and did somewhere in life. So what y'all hating for? Like, come on. But anyway, y'all mad at presidents who tried to do what was right. But a president who damn near destroyed society in 7 years over a wall. Like Trump literally shut down the whole postal system over a wall. He literally almost caused World War III over a wall because he couldn't get his way. He allowed a whole virus to come into America and wipe out half of society and ruin people's livelihoods because he couldn't get his way. And I didn't want to read the papers because my name wasn't on them. Then he says, oh, these stimulus checks ain't going out if my name ain't on them. Really? And all Trump got you was $600, but Joe Biden got you $1,400, and you hate him. Joe Biden is trying to bring people together and cut down on